Hello. Hello, hello, and welcome. Okay. Again, very similar to last time. I have nothing to say in the beginning. Although, I hope everyone's been having a good day. It's been so... Let me turn this down, actually. It's been so fucking hot where I am. I kind of can't stand it. um, but we'll get through this. I'll just probably take more water breaks. I do have water next to me. And you should too. Drink water. Remember to drink water and all that. No, I saved that for the end. I can't say that now. Don't drink water just yet. Wait until the end. No. Okay. Okay. So, I'm trying to recall what we did. All I know is that I have no clue what to do next, right? Like, I just saved that for today. Saved all the confusion for today. Oh, hi, Meekins. I've forgotten everything that he told us. The usual. Past me is not very kind. So, I know I've talked to him. I think I've exhausted all of my talk options, and now the only thing I should, look to do is... what? Present stuff to people and examine scenes? Yeah, I'm not so sure where to go from here. I also don't know about... I don't know if we just want to, like, spend this entire time... I need to find this punk! Officer Marshall. I gotta find him! Why hasn't he shown up? Why haven't I triggered his event? I'm curious about that. I feel like I've done everything with everything. Also, hold on. Actually, before we get started, hold on. I'm gonna turn on a fan. This is really hot. I'm gonna turn on a fan, and I want to see if it can be heard. I want to see if my mic can pick it up. So hold on while I turn on the fan. Can you hear that? Is that, obtrusive? Hold on, I need to sit back down. Okay. Is that bad? It feels really good. My window was closed, so you won't get any street noises. Wait, for real? Wait, really? If you're being sarcastic, I'm gonna cry. Okay. You put me in a slight state of fear. Okay, really? Tight. That's good. That's good to know. I've been afraid of, putting too many, like, ambient noises in the background, I guess. Which is why I hate it. I hate having to open my window, because you guys get, like, car sounds and such. I don't want that to take away from anyone's experience, so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have the fan going, because maybe people get really caught up in, like, hearing the whirring noise. But if not, I mean, tight. That's good. Good for everyone. That's a win-win situation. Okay, so now that I've got that all figured up and set up and stuff, and I'm comfortable, maybe that can help my brain to figure out what we need to do next. Let me actually... I'm gonna go ahead and examine this, like, thoroughly. I feel like we're gonna end up getting a bunch of the same stuff that we saw the first time that we examined it. Yeah, the cars leave the lot, and Emma's gonna be all, goofy about it. Okay, yeah, I know. Was Mr. relatively German or British? Did we find all the blood here? That's a good question. How do I check for blood? Oh! Maybe that was the thing that I forgot. On the other crime scene? Did we get into the other crime scene? We got as far as the guard station, right? But there should be blood. I remember we got to the door to, yes, we did. We didn't, the evidence room, right? We never went inside, actually. We got that little splotch of blood, and I remember Emma saying, like, oh, that's such a small amount of blood for what we should expect. Like, if he were killed here, you know, he stepped in his own blood, so why aren't we seeing that? Maybe I did spray everything here. There's nothing else other than that little section that you can't see, sorry. What else? I feel like the two places that should unlock some kind of event are the parking lot and the guard station. Oh, this is new. That sports car is about as red as it can get. Yeah, it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edward's car trunk, and the lock on the trunk was broken too. So the question is, why did Miss Sky choose his car? So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. I like Phoenix as a licenseless protagonist. I think it's not something you see every day. This rope. Is it? Yep. Related in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. Victim, yeah, no, Emma. That's not the case. You've gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. We've heard that before. Anything new about the fence? B block is through there. That's where visitors park. So Miss Star climbed over this fence? It seems so, yeah. That fence is 9 feet high at least. No time like the present. I think I'll give it a little try. No, Emma. Emma, please. Yeah, exactly. Okay, don't cry. Maybe there's a Lunchland Olympics team. I'm afraid of her getting hurt. Oh, A block? Almost just... Oh my god. That implies that you're almost 9 feet tall. Are you taller? Didn't think humans came that tall. A block is... Oh, A block. That's it. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. Go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Oil? We already got the oil drum. What are we missing? This is upsetting. So this is the famous divider. Sure helped us knock a hole in that testimony today. Come to think of it, this divider helped our case more than the actual witness. Great divider. A chip-off the old parking block. It's just a wall. Scientifically speaking. Throw her catchphrase right back into her face. Phone? Here, a phone. See if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears... Oh, wait, no. We already heard this. Dude, you're fine. What did you just say? You can hear just fine. The phone is broken. That's the ladder versus stepladder conversation. Door? Look! A door! This must mean something. Riveting. Not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. I think we've heard. We've been here before. Learn to enjoy life more. Please, let's investigate something. Security room? Oh my god. That's where Miss Star saw the incident from. Probably see quite a lot from up there. That probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Sky stab him. Hey, where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is something I heard. Wow, I totally botched that line. But apparently he went out to buy coffee from the star. Woman's a force to be reckoned with. Emma, stop with the writing. She's creative. I feel like, she might make a better fit as an author than a scientist. She's extremely imaginative. I don't think we're gonna get anything here. Let's move on. We're really not gonna get anything here. Edward's not even in there, is he? Unless something changed. Nope. So, police department entrance? I feel like we really examined everything there is to examine here. The guards, car. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars? It's zebra! She says it's because I like a panda. Yeah, not that I have a scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? When I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. Yep, you just been at the zoo. Okay. Campaign sign. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Oh, we also seen this. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want to sit at home? Good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I'm at the end of my wits here. I always get excited when I come to a police station. We've heard this before. It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. And then she explains how it's like, you know, it's not exciting, whatever. Okay, sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. No, they're not. They're testing their eyesight. God. What am I doing wrong? Bulletin board? The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know the space? We've heard this. You know, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone in the posters. Okay, we've seen everything here. I feel like I need to talk to someone then. Criminal affairs? Who's even here? You? I doubt I'm gonna get any information from you. Oh. Is it lagging for you guys? The OBS shows pretty bad. SL9 incident? Can I talk about the SL9 incident? Oh, sorry, I'm through with that. I'm a brick wall. Okay, fine. Do I need to find Gumshoe? Ugh. Why? King of Prosecutors. Anything about the award ceremony? No. Oh my god. This is such a grueling process. Goodman's ID? I don't need to look at it. It did for like a second? Shoot! I need to figure out why that's happening. And why it's only been happening like recently. You look at this? Ew, I'm so mad. Badge. Who do I need to talk to? It's either Meekins, Miss Star, or Gant. Those are the only 3 people, right? Do I need to examine stuff? I feel like I already did. I feel like I did, and we looked at that on Monday. I feel like we already looked at this with the tag. We looked at the shoe. We looked at that. I feel like we examined everything there was to examine. So it's not that little mini game. So frustrating. Wait. Wait, should we examine stuff in here? Talk to you. I don't really want to know what this is. So this is the police mascot, isn't it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. Design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah, well, the dancing Blue Badger, TM, is still under development, you see? You have it trademarked? Absolutely! It's cutting-edge stuff! Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, then. It'll give her nightmares. I don't know if that's a good thing. Poster? I doubt this is important. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar, my bad. Desks. Very important. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. No, it's not gonna be a wiki. Don't even worry about it. So, I have it, how do I explain it? I have it locked so that only I can use it, and I don't have any mods, so I can't, like, lock it just for mods, but, just because of that whole, like, it adds things thing. But we're not gonna, it's not time for wiki. I'm not caving that soon. We'll just have a nice time. You know what? This stream will just take it slow, you know? Yeah. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know. The killer used a cassette tape. What a crafty trick. Gunshot was a fake. This is good. No one will expect a cassette tape in this day and age. Endurance stream, let's go. Will this be my longest stream yet? Can we get past... how long? 2 hours and 15 minutes? One of my Monster Prom streams is really long. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Aw, that's nice. I support him. Shoot. Okay, now there's literally nothing else here. Clock? No. Sign? No. Chair? No. Ugh, goodbye. Detention center? Meekins. What do you have for us? Please? I'm just gonna go. I'm so sorry to do this, but I'm just gonna go one by one. Present everything to him. It's gotta. I don't know what else to do. I've examined everything. Right? Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. Haha. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. What? Nowhere. I'm alone, all alone. That's so wrong. Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think that there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. I like how they take the time to give special dialogue to specifically the badge. The men's ID? He explained to us. We already had him look at this. Oh, that's it, sir, that's it. Yeah, and then he explained to us that, yeah. The goodman in the evidence room would not show the ID. It is the most important item in the game. It proves his chops as a lawyer. ID card, exactly the second. I better pry into this a little deeper. And I did. Think. King of Prosecutors. Can you take a look at this? No. Okay. Knife. This is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. Okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. Huh? I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir. I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. That was new. I've never seen that. Officer Meekins, can you take a look at this? Ugh. Blue Badger. No. Okay. Autopsy report. No. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. This. Nope. No, I keep accidentally clicking it because I'm just pressing enter over and over and over again. I need to pay more attention. Okay. Floor plans? I doubt that that's anything that... I doubt that that's important. Huh? Hey! Why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. This is bearable because there's no annoying noise. No promises. He might just freak out. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man. Innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. Sorry. If this is a dream, you better wake up right now. Did that get us anywhere? Meekins with that megaphone. Thanks, Meekins. You can always rely on him to have his megaphone. Knife? You like this knife? Oh, it's the same response. Yeah, your dream. I'm so sorry. That must be so traumatizing for you. Luminol! Nope. Did nothing. Okay. I keep doing that. Did I examine the luminol? You probably don't want this, do you? Oh, shoot. What am I doing wrong? Police report. Okay, so that didn't help us at all. Wonderful. Wonderful. Except, no. Okay, the photo didn't give us anything. Ugh. Emma? Do I need to talk to Emma? Is there something that she needs to talk about? Knife? Why would this have been in the car's exhaust pipe? It's evidence from an old case, right? Right. The SL9 incident. It was already solved, apparently. This knife was stolen on the day of the evidence transfer. Maybe I should look into this SL9 incident. That's a good idea. That's what I've been trying to do. This photograph. Miss Starr must have been seeing things. And photographing things? This proves Miss Sky was there at the scene of the crime. She's connected to this crime somehow. But how? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anything out of Emma. I thought that she would have something to say about her sister. Miss Sky? No, that's not your name. You're Miss Star. I feel like we're done with her because we already got her tragic backstory about being involved in the SL9 case and then being demoted, right? And I really don't want to present everything to her because hers is so long. This whole tea thing, I don't need it in my life right now. So the only other option is to talk to Gant and present, unless... Never mind. No, I don't want to examine anything. So we'll just go back to criminal affairs and do the same thing. Hey, Gant. I've got a lot to show you. Want to see my collection of evidence? Okay. Wondering. Did I? I can't remember. I feel like she told us just like, oh, you better deliver that on Monday. Should I try again? ID card. Ugh. That's right. I literally tried that 5 minutes ago. No. No. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. You take a look at this? Oh my god. I really think he's just not gonna... Blue Badger? Is this important to you? No. Hold on. Okay. I don't think this is gonna get us anywhere. I can kind of already sense it. So maybe we should go back to Angel Star, even though her default dialogue is so long. You take a look at this? Oh my god. I'm so frustrated. I'm not like on a time crunch or anything. I guess, I mean, it's not like my streams have to be an hour long. So I guess it's okay if I loaf around a little bit, but still, I'm like, this has gotta be boring. Gotta be boring. I'm not exactly providing stellar commentary. There's not much to comment on. Knife. I know I already showed him the knife. Steak? Are you hungry? No. And I know I already showed him the lost item report, because that was the first thing I tried when I got it. So, bye-bye. And, hello, Miss Angel Star. Alright. I feel like this is our last thing. And if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna talk to Emma and present everything to Emma, and then I'm gonna go and search up the wiki. So, there. Okay. Badge. That looks like a... What? That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. My attorney's badge. I'd think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. It's gonna be something dumb. I agree. It's gonna be something so minuscule. I had one of those. Yeah, I know, you're bitter. Can't let go of the past. Okay. Being a prosecutor is derby. No. It's tea time. Okay. Knife? I feel like we've talked to her about this. Body with Edward's knife stuck in it was found in Edward's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. He would have been found guilty if I didn't see that. Yeah. Still, it's strange. Why is that even there? I misclicked. Parking stub. Nope. That's probably the most useless piece of evidence we have in our court record. I haven't presented it in court. I haven't had any use for it. Oh. Miss Star, you don't like the blue badger? Isn't he just the best, though? Autopsy report. No. This? Is that important to you? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. You've already heard my sad backstory. I'm just repeating stuff over and over again. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? Yeah. I remember me telling you this, on Monday. I hate to break the fourth wall, but... Okay. Phone? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know. It was a trap. The red car's muffler, and the prosecutor's red muffler. Oh, the prosecutor's red muffler. I just said that really weird. What was Miss Guy really trying to say, I wonder? Should we ask Emma about that? Ugh. I feel like maybe we do need to talk to Emma. Because she's our like, gateway to getting information about Lana. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guardroom. But I didn't. Yep, 5 minutes from the crime. Okay, yeah, I know. You're foreshadowing the information we already have. Shoe! He doesn't care about the shoe. Thought she would say something about, like, didn't think I'd have that up my sleeve, did you? Wait, I already know. I don't think she likes luminol either. Okay. Fake? You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? Are you two going out? No. It's none of your business. Okay. Lost item report. No. Alright, Emma. You're our last gambit. Come on, Emma. Come with me to Wright & Co. law offices, and I'm gonna have you look through every single thing. Attorney's badge. See this? My attorney's badge. Ah, well, never seen a real one before. I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, she's like, she's appraising it, like putting it up for auction. Not for sale. ID. That number was the clincher? I've never seen that word before. But alright, that number was the clincher, wasn't it? 5842189. It's in the record. The ID number of the detective killed at the police department that day at 5:15. But we found this card in the parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Something to think about later when I'm not so busy. Or right now. Don't leave me here to do all the thinking alone. Maybe I will. I bet you'd be pretty happy I bet you'd be pretty happy with a King of Attorneys shield, too, huh? We defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch. Isn't that true? Still, I wonder why the trophy shield is broken. Why don't we have any, like, defense attorney buddies or, like, you know, other defense attorney friends? It's all prosecutors. He really is right. They're not as tight-knit as prosecutors. It is pretty odd, huh? I doubt it has anything to do with this case, though. Knife. So, Mr. Edgeworth's knife was the murder weapon. Right. Or so the witness, Miss Starr, claims. She saw your sister stab Mr. Goodman with this knife. Ugh. You know, all of this is that Angel Starr's fault. She's not the one on trial here. Well, no, but she must have seen it wrong. Her eyesight isn't on trial here either. Oh. Are you in denial, Emma? Here, see this? Ah, notice that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. Ain't that the truth? Especially for today. Blue Banter. Here, see this? Oh, she has nothing to add about that. I don't want to look at it. That's autopsy report? Ugh, never mind. Okay. SL9. Oh my god. No, I'm so desperate now. Please. According to Miss Starr's testimony, Miss Skye used her phone right after the murder. She called you, right? This had better be important. But she hung up right away. And it was a bad connection. I couldn't hear anything. Because it was an underground parking lot, I suppose. She did say something about a muffler, but got cut off. Okay. Thought that would be important. Photo? Oh yeah, we already went through this. Here, see this? Please. Please. Why would we already looked at this? Ah, my memory's failing me. Luminol. You love Luminol, don't you, Emma? This stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say. How much does it cost? I'd say about $10 per gram. I save up my allowance to buy it. Your allowance? Does your sister give you that? Yes. You don't have parents. Alright. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I'd just take the allowance myself. Well, if Emma wants the luminol, she gets the luminol. Here, see this? Oh, okay. I'm so upset. No. Fuck. Alright. I'm caving. Bear with me. I go on Strategy Wiki. Thought I wouldn't have to. I thought I wouldn't have to for the Ace Attorney series. I thought I would have it somewhere in, like, the dark recesses of my memory that I would just, you know what to do next, but I guess I was wrong. Ace Attorney. Oh, wait, no. Rise from the Ashes. Strategy Wiki. And should I also put investigation? What is it, day 2? Day 1. There it is. Alright, what am I doing wrong? Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Oh, okay. Luminol, talk to Angel, we did that. Isn't Goodman's note? We talked to that, did that. Have the steak lunch. Okay. Evidence room, fire station. Yeah. Wait, I want to just do this for fun. Hold on. That's actually really funny. I'm not done screwing around. Hold on. I think we need to go back to the station. And also, wait, just in case, I did examine the door, right? And the padlock. Yes. Made sure of that. But oh? What? That's a lot of blood. We got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something. Planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Aw. Okay, that's just a fun little tidbit. Where to next, Strategy Wiki? Apparently that gives you an achievement if you're playing on iOS. Okay. What? Huh? Okay, yeah, we talked to Meekins, which we already did. Go to Criminal Affairs. We have the unfinished lost item report. What? What did I do wrong? Okay, here. Okay, I need to go to Criminal Affairs. I'm going to Criminal Affairs. This is how we get to it. Gant, I need to speak with you. Here you'll see Chief Gant, says the Strategy Wiki, who was informed that the detectives have been searching something but haven't found anything. Talk to Gant. I'm fed up. Was it here the whole time? Sorry, was that too loud? I slammed my phone against the desk. I'm sorry. Anyway, now that I've had my little tantrum, I can't believe that was there the whole time. Gant. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? Don't hold us up any longer. Tell me right now. Now, righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Did you hear the gavel pound? like, was I channeling the judge? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, Sir, can I borrow $50? Give them $50, no problem. So, go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests. Don't lose it. I see no reason to further prolong this stream. That's really funny. The facts of this stream are quite clear. Yes, sir! It's an honor! You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks! Final fucking Lee! Good god, I'm so sorry that we had to endure that. Haha! Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Oh, just think! A real ID! You seem happy? Yes, sir! Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir! Stop! I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Without further ado... Hallelujah. Alright. Oh wait, I need to actually... Do I need to actually do the thing? Jump through one last hoop. Do I? I need to scan... Get card? Card scan? Get card? Go in? To go in? Please. The evidence room is beyond that door. You have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? Hi, good to see you. We've been looking for you. Officer Marshall. Oh, why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, you're standing there for. Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's a-waitin'. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sure, we'll prolong going into the evidence room even longer. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. You know what might change your mind? The steak. It's probably ice cold from how much we've been moving around with it. Will this, put you in a better mood? That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on that television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What? What's wrong? Did she poison it? A filet steak lunch? I see. I see! I don't see. Wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to office. What, is they speaking codes? And they like have a secret little, code with lunches? Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask my friend for anything, smack. Okay, finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Do you hear that? My chair is the squeakiest chair in existence. Which is why I turn my mic off when I move to, change my posture and stuff. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. You did hear that? Shoot. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. Keep getting his name wrong, calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? Makes sense. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Okay. Let's skip right over and talk about the security system. I'm intrigued. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. Well, how can you tell if nothing happens? What kind of code can I put in there to say, nothing happens? And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? Or is it manual? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. Card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Interesting. Who's got the 777777? Very interesting. Oh, 5842189 at 5:14 p.m. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. It's all gone now. A drinking hole and a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books. But it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. All there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. What? The case? Wait. The case is dead. But in Turnabout Goodbyes, they said the statute of limitations was like 15 years. Oh, well, for unsolved cases. But Angel Star said that it was solved, so maybe maybe it's different. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding I messed it up. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? Goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal's like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. Why are you still digging into it? Okay, I think I need to present him with the ID that we can get the ID stuff. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, one that was in the ground? No, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Yep, it's there. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. That's strange, but wait, what did Officer Meekins say? What did he say? I forgot. I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card, but no. He asked him, what did he do? That's the thing, he pointed a knife at me. Which was a bit suspicious. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre. You win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Thank you. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Or we could go to the evidence room at long last. There it is. Looks very sci-fi. Quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh, hi! Hey, Shuey. Whoa, oh, Emma! Who hit who? What was going on? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. You tried to hit a ghost? Wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? What? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? If anyone asks me, can I borrow $50? I would just do it. So, do it. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Scan. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? No. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. The yellow thingy? What yellow thingy? What? In the background, I'm assuming? Gee, thanks. Is he in the way? I'll see it when I investigate. First of all, you'll want to have this. Oh, floor plans, thank you. Very kind. This? Right here? Should we go ahead and look at it first? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. Fishing pole? Is that from Turnabout Goodbyes? What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal? That's that metal detector. It's a reference to... It is? Is it? Really? I'm a bit lost on the... I don't recall. One that led out to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, it feels like it was ages ago. My memory for AA2 is probably shot because I didn't actually play it, I just watched it being played. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that. And that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box. You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Are you saying that the yellow box is a reference to Ace Attorney? Oh, it is! You're talking about Justice for All. I thought you were talking about Ace Attorney Investigations. Nope. Alright, now I see it. Now I see it. Now I see it. And you're right. You're very right. And Gumshoe was foreshadowing. It will come in handy soon. Nice little touch. AA2 is Justice for All. Those two are the same thing. And then AAI is Ace Attorney Investigations. And then there's AAI2. I thought you typed AAI2. You typed AA2. They're hard to keep track of. But no, I feel like it makes more sense to say AA2 because it is the second installment. So, my reading comprehension was poor. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. Gumshoe, what a slob. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. It's okay, Gumshoe, we still love you. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door, and yeah, are there Handcuffs? What's going on there? There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist as he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. I guess so, yeah. Slide. Oh, there's a lot to look at here. There's blood, there's paint, there's glove, there's, what are these, rocks? Oh, wow. There's a lot to look at here. Okay. What's this? Blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. They did a shit job. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Okay, maybe we will. But later. Look, this one's open. And the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. What, you can't, like, wipe its memory? It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. What about all these contents? Someone left a glove here. But only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9. It does have a tag on it. And now it's our evidence. Extremely thin rubber glove. What's with all these rocks? Wow. Oh, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps Phoenix? So mean. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Yeah, why not? We'll take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. Are we really gonna reassemble it like a puzzle? You wanna try to put it back together? Isn't that like... we're tampering with evidence from a past case. I guess I don't need it anymore because the case is closed, but still. Huh. Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. You shouldn't be gluing evidence together. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest back in place. Mini game time! Hell yeah. Okay. Fuck. I've really forgotten everything. This looks about right. Nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I need to rotate it too. Oh. Well, that's that. No? Okay, never mind. No, that's not it. Maybe? Okay, love that. What is next? That's gotta be simple. There's blood on it. Wonder where that came from. It's a mystery. Like that's not it. You can see that that's the top, right? Because of the lip thing of this one here. And this one. So it's not those three. Yes. Okay. What is going on? I can barely see the red line, but alright. No, I doubt that's that. Yes? Yes. Oh. I mean, that's probably... No? Okay, never mind. Cool. I have a feeling... No, that's not it. There are only 2 more pieces left, and neither of them fit with that weird little... whatever's going on there. Did I flip this the wrong way? Go that way? Those two, that side and that side, they did not match up, but alright. I'll take it. Is that it? There we go! Look at it. It's beautiful. It's structurally unsound, I feel like. It would just topple over. Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still. Doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I don't understand how it got broken. Yeah, same. A piece is missing. Okay. A piece? It could be multiple. We don't know for sure. Let's keep examining. Lots of paint here. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time. Oh, is he going into him? Is he having a soliloquy? True art has always been a war against oppression. Holy shit. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger? Well, you might say that this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? Aw, that's nice. He did not clean up after himself. Don't keep the brush in. That brush is now completely unusable. That one too. And don't do that. Like, it's so. And how did you end up getting this much paint on the rim? Gumshoe, I'm so mad at you. Please practice proper etiquette when painting. It's part of his artistic mastermind. Oh, is it part of the process? Is it how he assembles his creative vision? My muse is destruction. Okay, what is all this about? This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. Won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey, pal. Our security is high-tech around here. Okay. Anything else? Well, we didn't actually talk to Gumshoe, and we need to do the luminol. There's a lot to do. Let's talk to Gumshoe first. Boss for a day. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here, in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? I can't imagine him having underlings, but alright. They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I am a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Yeah, we'll talk about the evidence lockers. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. How many detectives are on the force? Very few, I'm assuming? Using their ID card? Well, that's one thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. You could. If you're like an anime protagonist, did you get in a freak accident or something? Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So, the only locker we can open is our own. Is that Maggie Bird? Oh, that's so adorable. He's got another jacket. I don't know what these are, probably more evidence, but that kills me. That's so sweet. Alright. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles. On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, You get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In any case, the lockers aren't that... Oh, the locks aren't that obvious. The lockers are probably a little more obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Does it? Is it currently open? Oh, he didn't show us. But I didn't see the... Oh, it does. You'd think most people would notice the lockers. I would think so too, but like, you never know. Sometimes you just overlook stuff sometimes. Okay. I'm noticing that the handprint is actually on Gumshoe's locker. Gumshoe's own. But before we get into that, I need to spray that aluminum, but we'll get to that. Let's talk about Edgeworth. Ol' Edgy. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the Inquiry Committee now, right? The minute I fuck up even a little bit, I just have to snowball it for some reason. So Mr. Edgeworth is with the Inquiry Committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. Guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. Oh, not the L6. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. By presenting evidence. But what evidence specifically? Probably this knife. Detective Goodman's note. That switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? Guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Interesting. You have an ID card, don't you, Gumshoe? You know anything about this? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So, it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What? What is it? That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Interesting. Okay, we got that update. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Well, it was evidence transferal, right? Well, maybe prosecutors don't have their own evidence to transfer. Can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. You can open it. I'll give you 50 cents. Note: the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. At the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Yeah, funny, huh? Oh, okay, now we can talk about the SL9 incident. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder. A serial killing. Serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors. About forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was supposed to be all cleaned up. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So... That switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Did he? So what, do you want me to keep talking about the knife? Knife! Yeah, okay. Because of that connection. Guess it's not over. Ugh, I didn't guess anywhere. You know what? Well, we'll do the luminol. Let's go ahead and do some luminol spraying. Okay. Slide. This one's seems a little bit obvious. There it is. Yeah. Wow, look at that. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. Great detective reasoning. What? Yeah. The matter, detective? It's on your locker. This locker. It's mine. It's yours. It's mine. Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Oh, that's a bit concerning coming from someone who works closely with the police. What? You're a detective. I said that in Gumshoe's own way. Okay. There's something else there, though. That other tiny little smudge. Do you see that? Right there. I want to know what that's all about. Anything else? Anything else? Is there any blood here? Oh, yes. Oh boy. There's quite a bit. That must have been one massive pool of blood. I've seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Is he wearing the glasses too? Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. Just ignores Gumshoe. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, you didn't want my opinion. You shouldn't have asked. Oh, sorry, Gumshoe. We'll write that down in the margin. On the back, alien. What else? Any blood on his locker? No? Any blood on these things? Oh. Oh? Very suspicious. Why am I getting a reaction here? No reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significance. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. Oh, we didn't get to dive into SL9. Was there something you needed to be going to? Where did you go? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. Who am I talking to? I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. It might help, you know. Where did he go? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? There he is! One that says nothing but no problems. Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. He's so reliable and dependent and determined. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Okay. We'll go talk to Edgeworth. Right after, I think I'm gonna actually take, like, longer break than usual. While I get some water and stretch and just, recharge. Because I might be able to hold out for a little while longer to make up for, that horrible lackluster start. I'm still rocking and rolling, so I will see you in like, I don't know, 5 minutes, give or take. Let's just get up and stretch and do a little bit of mini self-care. Alrighty. I don't know what kind of music you listen to, but I've had Lord's new album stuck in my head ever since she released it. Alright. It's like a little radio in my mind. I don't need to examine anything. Okay, back to the guard station. We're gonna make our way to Edgeworth. Now that I'm ready to... I'm just ready to take on the day now. Alright. Hi, prosecutor's office. Here we are. Edgeworth, are you home? Huh? Ah, guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? What? Really? You don't remember me? I was gonna be that famous detective that you wrote an affidavit for. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Goodbye? Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand, staring wistfully out the window. Oh, right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, oh, that's not Phoenix's voice. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. We love a callback. Or rather, we love a call forward. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Let's talk about it. Let's poke at some fresh wounds, how about we? So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes. Apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. We're lucky this time. Again. Again. Heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. I want to get into that. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Oh, when I'm listening to it, Lorde came out with a new album on the 20th, and I listened to it all the way through once, and now it's like, it's an earworm. It's just playing over and over in my head. I wonder when that's gonna stop. Usually the case for me with new songs. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Like, mentally? Well, I'm still the prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Still. Wow. I've never seen him this out of sorts. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, sorry, I forgot that I turned my fan up a couple settings and I'm like, oh, what if that's annoying? I'm so, paranoid about that being an issue. Anyway, let's, bring up a bunch of stuff that's hard for Edgeworth to talk about. Tell us about your trauma, Edgeworth. SL9! Oh, the music fades. I know you. Probably got a hold of some information already, right? I said that's so weird. It all has to do with that case you're on. The SL9 incident. Some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Yeah, it's a bit touchy. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. We getting into it? Getting into the nitty-gritty? Okay. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Edgeworth? DL6 is his trauma, but apparently SL9 is his second trauma. He's got a whole laundry list of traumatic cases, it seems. Oh, poor Edgy. What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police was on the investigation. Truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. He won our guilty verdict. The killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code. I follow it faithfully. Okay, it's good to hear from him. Kind of erases some doubts in our mind. Oh, you know what I want to bring up? Dude, why were you in the evidence room? That's a bit silly, you know? What's that all about? Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth. You went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? Yes, we've established that. He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. The screwdriver. Wasn't there a screwdriver in our second case, Turnabout Sisters? Didn't April May have a screwdriver in her drawer where the wiretap was? Or am I just making things up? Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Okay. Oh, from a past case of Edgeworth's. Yeah, Edgeworth was the prosecutor for Turnabout Sisters. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? We're still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Bright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? You're the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. I love it when Edgeworth is, like, nice and, like, a good person. Edgeworth. I'm really... No need to thank me. Here. Your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. You just have those? You just chillin' with those in your possession? Thanks. How about giving those to Detective Gumshoe as well? Okay, thank you. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Oh, we're almost at the end of this? Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Two, actually. In two different lockers. On two different lockers. Wait, did we not have anything else to say to him? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. Don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Way to worm your way to get what you want, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Probably already what we did, huh? Okay, well thanks for this. Thanks for being helpful. It really goes to show, I do like the, slow progression. It's very minuscule in the trilogy. It's a little bit more evident in the latter three of the main series. But how, the prosecution and the defense work together to reach the truth, rather than it being all a competition. Because in the beginning, it really does pit the whole two sides as, like, butting heads and, you know, duking it out. But I do like it when they're just, like, you know, doing stuff that's actually legal and what you would actually expect from a trial, which is, like, helping each other. We love to see it. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, and this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Use this secret weapon we just borrowed. Okay. Right. Let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different print. That's... yes, true. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! Fine! I'll go with this one right here. Oh, it's dusting time. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. I appreciate those small details instead of it just being a simple tutorial. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. How do you do that? Like that. It's pretty simple. That did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Oh, I wish I could play this on the DS and blow into the DS. Oh, I miss doing that. How do I do that? Just like that. Edgy boy. We love Edgy boy. Wow, that looks like fun. I might take some getting used to, though. Fine. Don't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Okay, I think I get it. I'm wondering what Edgeworth was doing with us, actually. Okay, let's lay it on thick. Gotta get as much of the print as possible. All of it. And I know it, at least for the PC version, it's really finicky. Like, the first time I played this, I needed to dust and blow and dust and blow and dust and blow, like, over and over again. So, in order to avoid that, should I just go ahead and white out the entire screen? No, that's a bit much. There she is. Oh, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. But you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. I can't speak English. Out of luck. The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Huh. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. It's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. If anything, that's a good clue, because gloves usually equals premeditation. The typos used to be way more gratuitous in the original DS version. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Yeah, it's right there. Seems like there are prints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Okay. And then there's that one on the other door. I'm really interested in that one. Let's go! Just doing all of it. Have to make sure. Okay. Think that's good? I think that's good. I think that's good. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? Quite a process. There's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. Point out the person you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know who it was? Just, I could make a pretty good guess. Bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints will be most likely found on this evidence locker? Most likely they're gummies, but I want to give props to the team for, submitting fingerprints, of this many characters. Like, there's no way we can use all of these. So I like their commitment to giving each one legitimately unique prints. Okay. Let's compare. Is this how actual fingerprint analysis goes? I have no clue. Nice. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait. If I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yes. Okay. Bud. Examine. There it is. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint here. Okay. Try using this. There go her eyes sparkling again. What if I say no? I just want to see what she says. I don't think I've seen that dialogue. Yeah, it's probably not that important. Actually, let's not check. What? Why not? Try my patience any longer and I'll dump this powder over your head. You better check for those prints after all. Okay. Thanks for the threat. Okay, let's go ahead. Do it. Yeah. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? You only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh. Right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Oh, how convenient. How convenient that yeah, okay. It's right there. There's still a really high probability that the print would have been wiped away. Because you probably... I mean... It's so close to the other... It's so close to the blood. So, it's a little improbable for real life, but... Then again, this isn't real life. So, it passes. There we go! Oh, now whose might this be? Could it be? Let's compare. I'm pretty sure that it's Marshall's. Yes. Very interesting. Hey, these fingerprints. Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Well, I mean, is this his locker? It could be like the Gumshoe situation. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Oh, Emma. Hope she's gonna be okay. To be continued. We'll find out on Monday whether or not she can handle that. This is kind of traumatic for her. With someone that she knows might have been involved in a murder, and her sister is deeply involved in a murder. I'm stopping here, by the way. It's just a good place to stop. We'll come back to this on Monday. Alright. So, That was a wild ride. Wait, hold on. I need water. Alright. We got through a lot, though. I didn't think we would get through the entire investigation today. I thought we'd have to uh, chop it up for next week. But I am pretty glad with how far we got. So that's really good. Alright. So, guess I've been putting it off long enough. Let's see if this works. Actually, let me see something first. I'm navigating, I'm looking up my, Nightbot stuff. My stuff for Nightbot. Just to see. I don't think I changed it, did I? Okay, yeah. Guess I've been putting it off long enough. Let's see if this works. Six? I did not look it up 6 times. The number's wrong. But it says here in count, it should be 3. It should be 3. But it says here, like when I actually go to the Nightbot website, right? I can change the actual number that's put into the count variable. So I could like bump it up a bunch, but I had it set to 2. I'm wondering why it gave me 6. Whatever. I'll figure it out one of these days. One of these days. Alright. Just wanted to play around with that before I logged off. So, alright. On Saturday, we're just gonna keep playing Baba Is You. I don't think we were stuck on that for any amount of time, were we? We were just doing stuff. Although the new gimmicks that they pulled up were a bit confusing, admittedly, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This has been fun. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed. It was a bit chaotic. I'm very sorry for that. And just a bit messy, I feel like, compared to other streams I've done. But I do still hope that you enjoyed. Thank you very much for joining me. Drink water, stretch, sleep well, have a snack, and have a good one. I'll see you around.